So welcome back to Orchid House. I'm Olivier in Fort Lauderdale, and this is Stanhopea ecornuta. So you have here a bulb that's emerging. It's already nice and plump and fat and beautiful, and it's going to split in two because you have two flowers that are mirrors of one another. And once it splits in two, the flower opens up quite quickly. So here you go. It's a fairly closed lip. This is actually the spike of a quote-unquote normal Stanhopea, so much longer spike and a much thinner bulb. And this one is confusa, so there's going to be many flowers on there, a lot more than two, hopefully. So ecornuta in Latin means hornless, and it's considered one of the so-called primitive species. Now, I detest that word because it makes it sound like these plants are unworthy. Who likes primitive, right? But that's not true. They just have a more simple lip than your standard Stanhopea. They usually lack the mesochyle in the middle and no horns, at least for half of them. And but Reichenbachiana, for instance, is one of those primitive species, absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. Now, ecornuta, granted, in my opinion, is the least attractive of all Stanhopeas, but it's still pretty. It's very common in hybrids, and that thick and flat lip is very typical. And if the hybrid has ecornuta in the background, you're usually going to find that feature there. Now this one is a bit of an unusual coloring, so there's more red and less orangey and less coloring overall. The fragrance is really pleasant. As often is the case, I cannot describe a fragrance. These plants have very short inflorescences, so you cannot really use a very deep pot. I tried this with a wooden basket. I don't think it's a good idea because it's so wet and this is going to deteriorate fast, but the spacing between the slats is appropriate enough so that the plant manages to find a way to pop its spike and its flowers in between, and you see that here again. But yeah, I think the best is to have a plastic pot. Now these plants, ecornuta, can be free flowering. You can have many bloom spurts throughout the year. When it's very mature, this is a healthy, mature plant, but it's not super mature. So I hope it's going to do even better. Right now it's the two first flowers of the year, but there should be more coming. And then I'll post a link to a video about Stanhopea culture, but this is standard culture, so basically shaded location, tons of water, but I let them approach dryness every time, but I don't hesitate to soak them. What's important is that when they get watered real good. Above fertilizing, between May and September, I fertilize this 2 or 3 times a week. Always at a week dosage, though, half or a quarter of the recommended dosage on the package. And then this is the so-called primitive species are actually warm growers, and so this is perfect for South Florida. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.